Some things happen only once, but somehow they keep living inside us for years. They shape the way we love, the way we protect ourselves, the way we raise our children, and even in the things we still don't know how to say out loud. Here, we give those things a voice. Not to keep us trapped in the past, but to understand what the past left behind. Because what we don't face, we carry. And what we carry long enough, we risk handing down. Welcome back to Legacy Lines Podcast. I'm your host, Jay.
Have you ever reached into your pocket, pulled out your phone to call someone, and actually started dialing the number before you caught yourself? Your brain finally catches up with your heart and it reminds you they aren't here to answer anymore. Or maybe you walk into the living room and look at a chair in the corner where they always sat, and for a split second, you forget they're gone. You expect to hear them laugh or even look up and say something to you. If you've been with Legacy Lines Podcast since the beginning, you might remember this episode. I left it because I knew I hadn't yet become the storyteller it deserved. Today, I'm telling it the way I always heard it in my head. Welcome to the remastered premiere of The Empty Chair. But this isn't an episode about death. Let's get that clear. This is an episode about influence. Because some people leave this world, but the impact they had on you never really clears out of the room. The people who shaped us never completely leave. If you've ever looked at a seat at a table and immediately knew exactly who belonged there, this is for you. Because one day, every single one of us is going to be a memory. Every one of us becomes a story someone else tells. The question isn't whether you leave something behind. We all do. The question is, what will remain of you? We like to think that legacy is about grand gestures. We think it's big speeches, monuments, or whatever money is left behind in a bank account. But if you really sit back and look at who you are, you realize it's actually built in the quiet, everyday moments, and usually the very first fingerprints left on our character belong to our grandmothers. Think about it. When you're a kid, you don't realize you're learning how to be a person. You really don't. You just think you're hanging out in the kitchen. You're listening to the pots clinking, smelling the food cooking, and just watching how she handles things. But grandmothers carry a lot of history. In fact, they come from a generation that didn't have the luxuries we have today, and they had a quiet resilience. They looked at hard situations, took a deep breath, and just did what needed to be done without complaining or making a scene. I think about the wisdom in those rooms, the gentle corrections when you're acting up, and the way she could look right at you and know exactly what you were dealing with before you even said a single word. When a grandmother passes away, it feels like a massive library is just gone. That specific warmth and that feeling of absolute safety, it feels completely out of reach. Her chair at the Sunday table sits empty, and it just looks wrong. But the truth is, she left the best parts of herself behind in you. When you find yourself showing patience to someone who's getting on your last nerves, that's her. When you handle a major disappointment with dignity instead of blowing up, that's her echo. You are her living legacy. Her chair might be empty, but she's all over the way you care for the people around you. Then, as we grow up, the landscape shifts. Life gets heavier. The decisions we have to make start carrying real consequences. And that's usually when we find ourselves looking for the guidance of a father. A father's presence is grounding, like an anchor. Growing up, he's the guy you look to when things go wrong. You watch his face to see if it's time to panic or not. And if he's calm, then you're calm. You learn about responsibility and sacrifice, not from a speech he may have gave, but by watching him wake up early, handle the bills, and carry the weight of the family on his shoulders. You see it in his calloused hands, his tired eyes, and those quiet car rides where you didn't even have to speak a word to understand exactly what's going on. But what happens when the teacher is gone? What happens when life gets incredibly difficult? You're standing at a massive crossroads, and the one person you want to talk to is no longer a phone call away. The silence is heavy. You look at his chair and realize the answers aren't just going to be handed to you anymore. But that's exactly when his influence takes over. When you can't hear his physical voice, you start hearing his voice inside your head. You face a tough choice, something that tests your integrity or your loyalty, and you know exactly what he would have said. You know the standard he held you to. The shift from leaning on a father to becoming the person your own family leans on, that's a massive transition. The empty chair stops being just a reminder of what you lost, and it becomes a reminder of what you were given. It's a torch. He didn't just teach you how to depend on him. He taught you how to stand on your own 2 feet when he was gone. There's another kind of empty chair, though. And this one hits a bit differently, but it's just as important. It's the seat left behind by friends who never got the chance to grow old. Brotherhood is a powerful thing. When you're young, you feel invincible. You sit around with your friends, laughing until your ribs hurt, talking about the future and planning all the big things you're going to do. You share a bond built on time and real loyalty. And then, life happens. Unexpectedly, the circle gets smaller. Losing a peer shatters the idea that we have all the time in the world. It forces you to look at your own life with a lot of clarity. They don't get to grow gray hair, see their kids grow up, or build their dreams. Their story is frozen right where it stopped. Sometimes you'll be driving down the road and a specific song comes on the radio and you are immediately right back in the room with them. You can hear their voice perfectly and their corny jokes. It hurts, and it's supposed to. It really is. But if you listen to that memory, it should do something else. It stops being just a sad reminder of loss and it becomes motivation. Losing a brother reminds us that tomorrow is not a guarantee. It is a luxury. Every extra day we get to wake up, work hard, and love our families is a gift they were denied. So, we carry their memory, not as a heavy burden that holds us back, but as a commitment to live more intentionally and more fully. We carry their unfinished stories into our daily actions, making sure the laughter and loyalty they taught us keeps going. We are all a product of the people who loved us, the people who left us, and the people who forced us to grow. The people who came before us, our grandmothers, our fathers, our friends who left too soon, they finished their chapters. But their values and their influence are still guiding the pages we're writing on right now. One day, your chair will be empty too. You will be the memory. Someone you love is going to face a tough choice, and they're going to look at the space you left behind, looking for guidance. What kind of example are you leaving for them right now? It's easy to look at an empty chair and only see the loss. It's easy to let the sadness weigh you down, but if you shift your perspective just a bit, you start to see the real upside of going through the downs of life. You realize the empty space teaches you how to appreciate what you had. Grief and pain strip away the trivial, unimportant noise of daily life and leave you with absolute clarity. They remind you exactly what matters. Going through a great loss doesn't mean you belong in the dark. It just gives you a much better appreciation for the light. When you've been through the low points in your life, you develop a different kind of strength. You realize that you didn't break. You survived the silence of the phone call that couldn't be answered. You survived taking over the responsibility alone. That means you are stronger than you think you are. The tough times format you. They deepen your empathy, sharpen your resolve, and build up a resilience you can use to lift up the next person who falls. You can't have a story of winning without a history of overcoming. The low points are just the foundation for your highest climbs. So, don't look at them as a monument to what's missing. Look at it as a launch pad. Let the memory of their laughter challenge you to keep pushing through your own tough days. Let their integrity dare you to stand taller when things get hard. The best way to honor the people who shaped you isn't to mourn them forever. It is to live so purposefully and so fully that their influence keeps living through you. You are the upside. You are the proof that their investment mattered. If this episode brought a specific person to mind, don't run away from it. Sit with that memory. Honor it. Because every voice has a story, and every story leaves a mark. If you want to share your story of who used to sit in your empty chair, reach out to me at info@legacylinespodcast.org. Until next time, take care of each other. Live with intention and deeply, deeply consider what will remain of you. I'm Jay, and I'll catch you on the next one.